some Goldbach levels. Yep. So, long story short, ooh, my bad. Smoking huge blunt. But long story short, we are trading MNQ and looking for price to essentially run a little higher into this liquidity void level. So, does it want the full liquidity right now? Doesn't have to be the full top, but not the breaker level, but it needs the liquidity void in a few minutes. Expect to get in about a minute. About a minute or two. It should climb up to this liquidity void level. Now watch. About now watch. Just spring up. Watch. Told you. Now let's take one there. We got another one to take, right? A little higher. Okay. I wanted to show you guys, like, you know, a live execution, how we come in and we can just destroy NQ, you know. Now here, I'll take got one left. Hold one. So a little higher in the dealing range. And the thing is about the runner, leave the runner to protect it. Like the runner makes you the money. But you can already put something down on the table. And so you sit here, smoke the wood, and let your target run. See? So it's looking good right now. But mind you, I wanted just a liquidity void. Now we can get the we can get the target here, right? It's cool. But I didn't require it, but I'm requiring it now since we're so close. Okay. And clipped it. There we go. Should be we're in a breaker level, so it could cause a reversal. So we're gonna start to clip. I kinda wanna clip, but we'll watch this next candle. So you're in a breaker level, it can cause a retracement, even if it's a bullish breaker. Watch. So we're gonna clip it. So that was good though. So here, watch. Got it a little higher. Now, I might run the EQ now, and look, it gets me, right? But the whole point of this, right? So you can understand exactly what I mean about monetization. And so, again, I told you how at a certain time, this was going to be running a certain level. Now, 32, right? Here. I'm the level by, oh, that's why you should have kept the runner, Jay, right? Got the EQ. Oh, there's another target here. Look at that. I was focused on that one there, but not this one. Clean. Very clean. See that? That's why Goldbach levels are important. And I think the chat got that. So we'll check. What's up with the chat? Do. Chat's going nuts. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, we're on live stream today, so anyone catch the buy there? Sick move. And we'll just add the chat. He said he took a partial. There's our guy. Killing it. Whole chat's on point, man. That's why you joined the Discord. So we had a few nice scalps today. And so with this account, and I have another account to my right, we're trying to do a few different people that can pass, whether it's Top Step or this one that I'm trading on now is MFFU. So I like them. I recommend them for like beginner, like futures traders. Okay. And I also like for example, I don't mind TradeAbate just as like a broker. They're cool. But the point is, when you're looking at price and you're trying to get to point A to point B, and you're trying to figure out what the fuck price is doing, right? Watch this. Now we talked about this, okay? Algos, right? You're trying to figure out why the hell price made a huge ass retracement. Now, number one, right? We talked about this in my live stream. That you're going from one cycle to the next. So obviously, when we're going from this price going down here, so we caught the sell move, and then we caught the buys again here. We didn't get this one, but we caught this one here. And I think we had another scalp somewhere, I think we got this one here. Oh yeah, because we took liquidity. Yep. So we got a scalp somewhere in this area. Right after we took the low. I trade on TradingView and I trade on Quantower. So what I like to do, just because there's more tools on TradingView, and obviously like trading on the TradingView platform is fun, but I'm starting to get used to Quantower a little more. Um, it helps distract me a lot less, especially because when you're coming in and you're looking at certain prices right now, we just started manipulation. Now, when you're looking at these, right, distribution took out manipulation to the downside. We took the high here and we ran down. So when we retraced, obviously we were going to sell it down. There's liquidity down here now. So when we were scalping in this area, right, there was shared lows coming into your dealing range, right? Now it's a shared high, 19,683, right? But look, notice how like I downshifted it. But look, shared low. See, it is going to react every time it gets here, and it goes right through it because it had to attack London. It went down and it took all this liquidity here. Now, the reason why we're scalping it, right, is because we have FOMC at 2. So we're not trying to call tops and bottoms. What we're trying to do is get understanding of market organization. Okay. So when you're taking this here, right, watch. Here. Why do you think I took profit, my guy? I told you. It's not about tops and bottoms, all right? That's why I wanted the liquidity void, and I wanted to take this target. I didn't expect EQ just yet. I wanted it to wait. And again, why you need to be aware, I said where, why I need to be aware of pricing. Look where it lands. Aggressive, wasn't it? I told you, going into FOMC, you want to be done. You don't want to be caught in that manipulation. And it literally is, I'm telling you, it's right when it started. Watch. Manipulation profile does that. Offers you a ridiculous, ridiculous move. Now, we're not studying that right now. What we're looking at is the algo 1 that price did on a stop run. All right. Now, come down here with me. All right. Now, watch. When you see this little run down here, right? And we realize, like, you know what? Nah, that was just an algo 1. It's a huge V, and I showed you that. What is the pathway to algo 1? You have the high-low level. You have a bearish order block right here. Now, we're looking at the 81, but price is going to give you a fair value gap order block situation here. And we can highlight that. Now watch this. Now, where does price completely give you the next pathway? It's going to be on your opposite breaker level, right? And so you're going to have my mitigation block, you're going to have my liquidity void, and this is my breaker level. Okay. So we're going to do a big rectangle there, and we know it doesn't stop until we reach that rejection block. But look at the curve. Look how perfect the curve is. See that? And what is it going to do? Algo 1 is the retracement algo. So it's going to come back and go through a liquidity void, right? Fair value gap. And your liquidity void runs it back up. And you're going to land all the way here. And so 9 times out of 10, do you see how like all this just works itself in perfectly? And we'll do a big box for your fair value gap and liquidity void. Now, the coolest part about Algo 1 is learning how to trade it. You can understand that the Algo 1 is in place when you're watching the pathways go in order. And it's not Algo 2. It doesn't go to your breaker level and back to fair value. It doesn't do that. So when you're looking at it, right? High, low, forms an order block. It gives you a little retracement from your EQ, but it doesn't go all the way back to discount, or no, it doesn't go from premium breaker all the way back to your fair value. It doesn't do that. And it slides down to your rejection block. You can start looking for the buy curve and start planning to take buys. Don't just jump the gun. Wait till it starts going through the dealing range again. Start buying. And look at that, right? Woo! Retracements. Massive retracements. Lord, Jeezy. That's a massive one. Now look, right? So we can go back current. Now when you're watching this, right? Okay. Notice where we reacted from. EQ. Like I said. It's not just going to run up randomly and not give you a retracement. Now, this one looks like an algo 1, but smaller, doesn't it, on the market maker sell model? So let's go to a 27 and check that out. Wow. This looks like we have a stop run above this, right? And right back through your dealing range. Now, interestingly enough about that, watch this. Now, see the consolidation here? Where can we expect price next? Really think. Really think. Now, that's interesting, yeah? Are we expecting it lower, higher, what? Now, you just came from a low of a dealing range. It filled it in already. Both sides. Yeah? Now remember, FOMC is coming, right? Manipulation is the cycle. Is it going to come and smack the lows or take the highs? What do you think? Now, this is interesting. All right. What I like here is the fact that we keep hitting this EQ, and this is a balanced price range. So all this creating all this up and down move, it's only going to go up so far. But what it's doing is it's setting you up for liquidity. Now, right, your fair value gap level completes itself. 27. Look at that. That's why you want to switch your dealing ranges. Now watch. Hit the low. Came right back to the high. Look at the volatility. I love it. Reacted one time. Now we're on the 1 minute, right? Because I love the 1 minute. Now look at that. Right back in the dealing range, yeah. Look at that. Look how speedy that was. That was so clean. Right off the high. Came down and murdered that. Murdered it. Now, that's what I was going to say. Is it the high first or is it the low? And when I meant high, my bad. I meant like the buy side liquidity. Now, which one's going to get referenced first? We rejected the high here once. Does it need to take a second trip up there or what? And look where we are reacting from. What level? All right. Now watch. Long and same candle. Yeah. Liquidity void. Now the 27's been so big. Now here we go. Is that down run over? No. Where's it going? To the low or where? What's wide open in liquidity? Now, why would it go down like that? If it went down to the low already, consolidated, a lot of people say, shouldn't that cause instant support? Should it just go back up? You think so? Let's find out. Now, I want you to notice something. All right. Now watch. EQ. Okay. We know that EQ causes a lot of consolidation. Right. Okay. Now watch. You see this long, insane candle down, right? It looks like a change in the state of delivery. It's very, very disruptive. But the reason why when you're going into FOMC like that, and how all these candles are offering you higher prices, but there's a lot of liquidity that's left wide open from today's session, yesterday, okay? And you can also see how like price wants to reference every time it drops down like that, it's giving you open liquidity. See what I mean? Every time. And it attacks it too. That's why it's helpful to look at price objectively. Break it down one at a time. Why do I know that it's capable of doing what it's doing? It takes you a lot of practice. Just watch the candles and look. Notice every time where we react from. I pointed it out. Yeah. Now watch. We need another sharp run down to take these lows here. Now, it needs to be sharp. It needs to be aggressive. There's too much liquidity involved. Now, it's going to do it, even if it's bullish, right? Even if there's higher prices that wants to go after 2 o'clock. That's fine. But watch, it needs to be aggressive towards the lows. It's making sure that people are uncomfortable and not knowing about the dealing range, not knowing about EQ. All this is hard to do blind with the candles, right? But as I'm narrating price, you can do it blind over time, just looking at it. And you can see what areas that price is really like respectful of or not. But what it needs to do in terms of actual objective, and look, like I said, it's being non-lethargic towards our target, right? So every time it pops up, it pops right back down, but 10 times faster. So where are we going? Like I said, is it the low or is it the high? And watch, we're in manipulation. Every time it does that, it's going to act like it does a certain target when it's not. And your EQ still gets blamed. Oh, massive run, isn't it? Woo! And we talk about non-lethargic. Jay, what? And it's funny when people say like, "Yo, how do you do that?" Say, "Do what?" Narrate like this. It needs to be it's not going to let people survive like that, even if it's super bullish. Now watch. It cleared this range to the top side really quickly. But I love looking at the 27 because you can see things like this. Why prices acting the way it is. And look at that. They act like it's gonna be done. No. Crazy move, right? Am I gonna take that on this account? No, 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 no. Hell no. Nope. Not on this account. Now watch, right? Now here. Where's price likely to go? And again, I've been telling you, Upside gets worked in as manipulation. See? As sharp as that was, you have to pay attention to that. Understand your environment. Now watch. Let's turn the levels off. Watch. Where's manipulation? Oh, above Q1. Interesting. So can I expect this to randomly just stop going down? No. What's underneath me? Liquidity. Liquidity. If you didn't hear me, my bad. Now, the problem is, right? I need you to understand something. Now watch. The measure of retracement is coming from the numbers. 88, 89. What do you think that does? It's not going to stop it. No. But what it does is that's why you see these wicks here at a certain time. That's why when you see these bodies appear at a certain time, time and price moves together in sync. Now watch. Yeah, you have a little retracement. Ready? Here. Hold on. But watch. The more important part, I need you to understand here. Ready? Now when I turn the levels back on, guess where we are? All right? Watch. One sec. Can't be surprised, right? Comes down right to the low and retraces. There's a breaker right in your breaker level. Yeah? Breaker candle. Now, we've been talking about them a lot, but is this one that I'm expecting to go right down right now? Doesn't have to. It can. Doesn't have to, though. It could do it in a few minutes. But what I'm looking for specifically is I'm looking for the liquidity void to react. So I'm not focused on the breaker. I'm focused on the liquidity void here. Now watch. Let's shift it. Watch this. Now, you see how far we are from the low? It's a shared low. So it reacts a lot. Yeah. Now, the liquidity offered is outside of this dealing range. Yeah, that's fine. That's where you have to come in and understand the logic. All right. Now, focus on liquidity. Yes, I can see that the dealing range is reacting. But watch, ready? Now, look at the speed of the candles. Okay. About 4 minutes till 2 o'clock. Now, watch. It's non lethargic here. Yeah. Watch. I need this low broken, and I need it to start to want to expand right to, hold on. We need it to shift down so I can show you it again. No, yep, we get it, we get it, we get it. Now, the funny part is like why I'm like laughing at it is because when you're looking at price action like this, and you understand that it's completely time based. Now, here you go. Liquidity void. Now, I'm gonna let you in on a secret. Now watch. I was gonna go to like a certain time frame that. Hold on. Let's do. There we go. Got it. Where did we react from? Liquidity void, right? Let's go watch this level. We got 2 minutes. Watch this level. Now, obvious one. Watch this. Let's clean the screen up. Ready? Now, we're either going bullish or bearish from this liquidity void. It looks like it wants these highs. Now, wait. Got about 2 minutes. But the problem is, you have these lows engineered too. It could want both. Let's see. Now, so far, there we go. About a minute left. The liquidity void, right? See how it's tricky? What's the highs? We got the buy side one, and then we got the sell side one. Got about a couple seconds. And either one is fine. If it does one at a time or both, that's cool to me. Oh my lord. Oh my god. Look at that. You see how I literally said it does both at a time. Literally. Both at a time. Look at that. Went nuts. Woohoo! 2 o'clock, right? Let's rebalance the chart. Yo, that was sick. That's news for you. Yep. That's why you want to be careful. And like I said, that low was perfect. That's why you don't want to trade close to 2 o'clock. That shit sucks, man. That was a perfect move. Perfect move. And I'm glad you guys can see how live narration works. See? Look at that. Monster. Ha 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 ha. Now, where's it going? Right before we end this one. Watch. Now you got that high there. Yeah, 243 high is toast. It's getting there. And secret about the news, right? Last gem. Where does the news participate from? Watch this. Every time news starts, it starts in a liquidity void. You will never see the news start in any other Goldbach level. I just gave you a gem. Where's it land? It completes a full partition. That's what the news does. It will stop run into a liquidity void level normally, or if it wants to be aggressive like that, sure. But it doesn't matter what the news is, this is pre planned. And where's it going to land? Watch. It's going to land above you, right? Yeah. See what I mean? Now, huge imbalance, obviously, right? Doesn't stop the plan from being different. Now, technically, like, could you buy from here? Like, could you? I mean, it's technically still like really dangerous, but I mean, technically you could buy from here. I mean, let's see. I wouldn't recommend it. Like, it's gonna move, but the imbalance itself, again, the breaker level can cause reversal. So you want to get it in a better level. So right now, you see how the 243 is like here? See what I mean? It's reacting from the top of your 81. That's why you wanted to not be a sore loser and come in and start jamming contracts, thinking this is going to continue. Now we understand the target. We understand. We get that. But if you do jam it, you got to be patient, my guy. You could rip this right now and get fucked over. Now, where's it going to go? Really think about it. 81 caused a high. There is PO3 liquidity above that, sure. But this is why you stay out of the marketplace when you see things like this. You wait. Why? Notice where your candles are coming from. Liquidity void levels, body closed here, downside. Liquidity void level. I'm telling you, you think that liquidity void is a joke, bro. I mean, it is, but you see, that's tough, isn't it? Yeah. And look, we could like try one. Now, what I'm watching is the number on the right. Now, watch. It could completely rip me. It could completely rip us. Got one. A little bit. Little guy. Right. Now here. Watch. Now waiting for again, you see the rejection block? Fractal. Now you see how I waited? See that? Now we understand where it's gonna go. We understand. But watch. Where I'm using the 81. I'm not in another dealing range yet. So if you actually want to take buys, you can do it again above the dealing range. Now watch. See all that? How that would have been annoying? Even might have taken a loss. Now watch. Perfect. Now look at this here. Okay. Pop down. See how the 27? Look at that. Yep. Bro, it's moving so fast. The 27s in both at the same. It was crazy. It's moving at the same time. That's why you saw both on the screen at once, because my dealing range is only going to move if it shifts the price far enough by a couple ticks. It was in both at the same time, right? Now watch. Let's see if we can get up to EXT. If it pops EXT, it's going to run. But the reason why I say that is we're using, again, look how quick I am. Quickly, got to be quick. Understand where price is closing. Premium liquidity void, yeah. Told you. Gotta be quick. You want to scalp that? Gotta be quick. Understand it's going to stay in the dealing range. Why? It's building liquidity above and below you. Fractal flout. This is the fun part. Here. And like I said, don't ignore the imbalance. Can't ignore it. I'm telling you, if you are not comfortable with price action, do not be trading right now. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Now look, you would need a range runner here. Or my bad. My students know what that is. You would need you would need one of those right now. We don't have one yet. Easy day. Now here. What is it gonna do? It's gonna offer another set of runs and complete that 243. That's what it wants to do. But why? Because price is simply not bearish anymore. And pretty soon you'll be sitting here like, dude, he's right. All you have to do is learn how to narrate. It could generate liquidity above and below you, but you need to focus on objective. So if the objective right now is the 243 high, there's PO3 liquidity above this dealing range. Now you trade these concepts long enough. Why did I take profit up here and not hold it for higher prices? Number one, I know an imbalance has to be filled. Number two, look where it's filling at. Number three, it causes PO3 liquidity at the top of a dealing range and attacks it later. And again, it doesn't get too far away from your target. It could perform a stop run based on X amount of pips, right? Now, obviously, right, it can go at 27 or an 81 on its own, bro. No problem. But what you need to understand, right? So it can either dig a little further into the imbalance. That's fine. But so far, we're looking for support on here or not. See? It could do that all at once, too. Doesn't scare anybody. Needs to really break. Look at that. Yeah. EQ. Equilibrium. I love that little run it does like that. Makes you think it's not going to hit a certain level. And they say, damn, is it not even going to get EQ? And you're like, nah, it'll get there. I look how aggressive it does to get there. You see? Told you, man. Don't underestimate the news, man. Sales are imbalance. Now watch. Can we get the 243 high? That's what we're still thinking, right? Now watch. Killer, wasn't it? And they say, wow, it's moving so far, so fast. It is. Does that change these objectives? No. But you will have to understand that price being so fractal the way it is offers you more than one target at a time. So when it leaves liquidity in a certain area, it's more like when ICT talks about it being a bookmark on order blocks. Like it just comes back and we'll need to reference these areas again. You see a lot of evidence of that through PO3, but you also see a lot of evidence of that in general price action where Monday might leave a high end or a low end. And the same thing if you're looking at like dealing range the way it is right now, right? Everyone's like, well, is it ever going to hit that 243 high? Maybe he's wrong. It's coming back later. And you have to understand when. So it could be now, could be later. Sure. But so far it's 214. Now, if you get into Goldbach time long enough, you'll know when to expect those highs. And it's super cool to watch. I love seeing how dealing ranges react, you know, right off the low. It's always interesting. Now, watch this. I'd like to know if we're so bearish, why is this retracement so clean? Did you think about that? Yes, the uprun was really massive for the news. We understand. But really think about what we're expecting, right? And when price is in manipulation, it does some scary things. And now understand when people get uncomfortable. It goes down, completes the partition, goes all the way back to complete it again. And what were we just talking about? Was there something we were just talking about? A certain target, I believe. Yeah. See how scary that is? Everyone is looking to mash the button to see what direction we're still going to go. You have full control over what dealing range you need to participate in. Now, this is fun. All the way back to the low or to the 243 high. What do you think? Now, who knows? Who knows? I mean, it's not like we have Goldbach levels or anything, you know, just fully telling us where price is going to go. I mean, that was a little joke. Not a very good one, but joke nonetheless. Now, what's interesting about this low here, right? Notice the reaction here. EXT level. And that's your previous order block, right? So we're there now. Either price is super aggressive above here, or we drop. That's interesting. How did I know it was going to be aggressive? Liquidity is involved. It's never lethargic when it's going to attack liquidity. Massive retracement, wasn't it? Everybody in sells just now is freaking out, looking to protect their positions here. Now it's logical, right? Now to us, we understand we're in a breaker level. Now what is that? That's awkward. Now sellers are like, yo, it won't stop. They're trying to blow the candles back down through the computer. And the funny part is, right? Not saying it can't go lower, but when we talk about objectives, you have to understand algorithmically what the price is going to do, whether it leaves something open for a reason or whether it's going to leave it alone for a certain reason. And as time goes on, we're going to talk more about that on the mentorship. It's super interesting. And again, we're viewing the 81, so it's not hard to see how price wants to reference this. But watch. So we were focused on where? That little liquidity there, right? Yeah, like up here, this area here. Now, what do you think? Is price going to leave this open? What do you think? Now, you tell me, why would price leave that open for liquidity? You tell me. And don't ask me. I'm just the narrator. Why would price leave these open? Really think. Okay. Give it another couple seconds, right? Pause the video if you need to. But outside of me showing you or pointing your attention to it, why would price go above these highs right now? Why would it not just stop what it's doing and drop lower? Price stops at equilibrium and it always likes to consolidate there. When you have an objective, it will be shown to you on your dealing range. Power through liquidity is very powerful. And you're watching it. You're saying, well, he's not totally wrong. Like I said, it could create more liquidity. But am I expecting it above this high? Oh, we could get there no problem. And I love watching these because, like, over time, you get used to, like, how price jumps around the way it does. See how it's super jumpy? Right? And what does it do? It does it again, right? But we talked about this. Where does large range candles come from? They're not going to come from your breaker level. They're not going to come from your mitigation block level. Those are actually really small candles compared to like liquidity void candles or fair value or types of candles. And like realistically, when you're looking at some of these things, right, you can go and find it. Go and find that liquidity void. Find the void. Enter the void. I'm actually about to watch a movie literally called Enter the Void. That's actually really funny. It's a 2009, 2010 film. I've never seen it before. So far, when you're looking at these things, right? Watch. Do you see how price goes from liquidity void back down? Makes a fractal liquidity void. Doesn't change the target though, at all. Now, the funny part, this is why we narrate together. I love showing you guys. Again, when you're looking at the dealing range, how fractal it is. And right now, I'm not looking at a certain algo. Doesn't matter. What I'm looking at is where price is respectful of the levels. So, do you see how it stops here? Creates fair value. Creates power through liquidity. You have a liquidity void. Now, do you need to reference the low again? Maybe one more time, but in my mind, I feel like it doesn't need to. And if it does need to, that means that it needs to run down and stay that way. These are in full effect. If this is going to be the target for right now, it needs to go now, not later. Now, if that's not the objective and it needs to be safe for later, that's fine. We'll invalidate that when we break this dealing range down and head towards another set of lows. But how you're looking at price, right? Do you see how it's just seeking a discount from a premium, premium to a discount over and over again, right? And look at the enthusiasm back up. See? It jumps, it hops, it skips. And the retracements are annoying, yes. But that doesn't mean that price is just randomly looking to change direction at any moment. You got to understand it really only reverses at major levels. And liquidity offered to you is right in your dealing range. Focus on that. See? Look at the objective, right? Now watch. We talked this whole time. And I'm just a narrator. Don't blame me. Shall we trade, right? But where do we come from? Like I said, liquidity void. Your breaker level can stop shit and make it annoying. See what I mean? Yeah, I know. I know. Breaker level annoys you. A lot of people don't like the breaker level a lot. But once you get into it, it's actually really fun. Sends you. You know what I mean? Straight sends you. But the problem is, it does not change objective. Oh my God. I don't know how many times I have to say that. But it's just creating more liquidity to take later. But that's the annoying point. That means this is now a new objective. It's creating new objectives. Got to get used to that when you're holding trades, looking for entries, things like that. Evaluating what needs to be not just liquidity for later, but what is actually giving you more than one objective. See what I mean? It's going to tap in. Now, if it doesn't want these highs now, it's going to take them later. But the more liquidity it builds, it's pretty much a better shot. See? Now, it needs to break this. I mean, really with aggression, break it. Will we do that? Now that's interesting. I wonder why we didn't aggressively break that the first time. Now, second time, that's understandable. Not three. We give it about three chances to break this thing. Otherwise, that will confirm our target. Now, let's see. Now, that's interesting. I've also realized that like I need to make like t-shirts or something. Like I should put like, now that's interesting. Like on a shirt, man. Like I just say funny, not funny shit at all. Hmm. And like I said, bro, when you're looking to operate price, be patient. Be patient. It does not change the objective at all. I've been saying it's bullish this entire time. Are you going to meet with these targets? You tell me. Is it going down? We could have another run maybe to your breaker level. But all in all, where is the bulk of the liquidity? It's above you. No, that's interesting. I wonder right back where it came from. Ah, okay. And it's funny because when you're looking at price action like this, and there you go, you got one target down. It is going to be annoying like that. You're inside of a manipulation. Your distribution is not for another half an hour. So that's why you have to be paying attention at the time. See? Damn. Look at that. Clean, right? Clean breaks. You want that when it attacks liquidity. Clean breaks like that. Makes it looks like it doesn't want to like fully fill the dealing range again. But watch this. Right. So what we're looking for, we want to see some now like I said, the breaker level, right? Yep. See that? Breaker level can cause reversals here. But we're still looking for higher prices. Now that's the manipulation playing out. It's gonna go too far like that and annoy people. And again, we're still in the 1 minute. It's cool looking, isn't it? You can do so much work here. You do so much work from the 1 minute. Oh, I dropped the lighter. Okay, let's see. Man down. So now watch this. I'm looking for speed. Looking for speed here. All right. Why? Another. Yep. And there's my speed right there. You want to learn what I just did? And why I knew it was going to be speedy here, come to the Discord. And there's our target, 2. And yeah, he's gonna murk it. He's gonna rip it. Right at the target. He's gonna rip that thing. I want to see it ripped, like ripped. I want to see it ripped. I want to see it ripped. There we go. Yep. I'm so funny, man. See that? Why did I wait there? If I'm so smart. Priming. I used the hook. Global dealing range. Expected volatility. Now, if anybody's understanding of time, right? 232, 233, 234. Now, again, I expected this here by 35. Now, we got about another minute or so. About to wrap this up. All right. Now watch. I want it at the. Now watch. If you guys are smart, right? Keep that. If you're not in the Discord, you won't understand it. 35 should be right. Now I'm looking for my 35 or my 36 candle to end up like right like here-ish. If it doesn't want that one, it's gonna do it one lower. But this one I'm expecting it. See what will play out. Should get it right here. It should be right there. Yep. See, one sec. Ready? Now, you see how I'm expecting it right at oh, there we go. Damn. Woo. Super retracement. Super retracement. So we didn't get that one at 35, but we got the other one at 35. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. But let's see. I'll show you which one I'm talking about. Okay. See how right here, right? Now, 35 was where? I pointed to, like I said, it's either going to be above or below us. But it chose the one below us. Now, I'm going to leave you with a quick gem. I'm not going to super explain myself. I'm going to leave you with a quick gem. You can study yourself. Come to the Discord. All right. Now, this 34 candle, right? Why did it pop down so low? And why is it going nuts right now? And it landed you right here. Now, watch. If it goes up again, I'll show you. Between your 41 and your 29, this is 235. What number's in between that? Between 29 and 41. Why do we land there at 235? And I will leave you with that thought. All right? Don't think too hard. I'll see you guys later. Come to the Discord.